100 years ago. To see the townsfolk suffer so from vermin was a pity.
Rats! They fought the dogs and killed the cats,
and bit the babies in the cradles,
and ate the cheese out of the vats,
and licked the soup from the cook's own ladles,
split open the cakes of salted spreads,
made nests inside their Sunday hats,
and even spoiled the women's chaps
by drowning their speaking,
with shrieking,
and squeaking.
in
in 50 different sharps and flats.
At last the people in a body, town hall came looking.
'Tis clear,
They cried,
Our mayor's a naughty, and as for our council, it's shocking. Rouse up, sirs, give your brain a racking.
to find the remedy we're lacking, for sure as fate will send you packing.
At this the mayor and council, quick with a mighty consternation, an hour they sat in council. At length the mayor broke silence.
I'm sure my poor head aches again. I've scratched it so, and all in vain. Oh, for a trap, a trap, a trap.
Just as he said this, what should happen at the chamber door but a gentle tap?
Bless us.
Cried the mayor,
What's that? Come in.
and in didn't come the strangest figure.
His
Queer long coat from heel to head was half of yellow and half of red, and he himself was tall and thin, with sharp blue eyes, each like a pin, white loose hair, yet swarthy skin, no tuft on cheek, no beard on chin.
He advanced to the council table and,
Please, your honors,
said he,
I'm able, by means of a secret charm, to draw all creatures living beneath the sun, that creep, or swim, or fly, or run, after me, so as you never saw. And I chiefly use this charm on creatures that do people harm, the mole, and toad, and newt, and viper. And people call me the Pied Piper.
and
Here they noticed round his neck a scarf of red and yellow stripe, to match his coat of the selfsame check, and at the scarf's end hung a pipe, and his fingers they noticed were ever straying, as if impatient to be plain.
If I can rid your town of rats,
he said,
will you give me 1,000 guilders?
150,000.
was the exclamation of the astonished mayor and corporation. Piper stepped into the street, smiling first a little smile, as if he knew what magic slept in his quiet pipe the while.
To blow the pipes his lips he wrinkled, and green and blue his sharp eyes twinkled, like a candle flame where salt is sprinkled.
And ere 3 shrill notes the pipe uttered, you heard as if an army muttered, and the muttering grew to a grumbling, and the grumbling grew to a mighty rumbling, and out of the houses the rats came tumbling.
Great rats,
Small rats,
clean rats,
Brawny rats.
Brown rats,
black rats,
gray rats, tawny rats,
gray wolf plotters,
yellow friskers,
fathers,
mothers,
uncles,
cousins, crooked tails and pricking whiskers, families by tens and dozens.
Brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, all the piper for their lives.
from street
To street they piped advancing, and step by step they followed dancing, until they came to the river Weser, wherein all plunged and perished.
You should have heard the Hamilen people.
Ringing the bells till they rocked the steeple.
Go,
Cried the mayor,
and get long poles, poke out the nests, and block up the holes. Consult with carpenters and builders, and leave in our town not even a trace of the rats.
when suddenly of the face of the piper perked in the marketplace with a,
First, if you please, my 1,000 guilders.
1,000 guilders, the mayor looked blue, so did the corporation too. To pay this sum to a wandering fellow, with a gypsy coat of red and yellow.
Beside,
quoth the mayor with a knowing wink,
our business was done at the river's brink. We saw with our eyes the vermin sink, and what's dead can't come to life, I think. And as for the guilders, well, we spoke of them, as you very well know, in joke. Besides, our losses have made us thrifty. 1,000 guilders, come, take 50.
the piper's face fell, and he cried,
No trifling, I can't wait. Beside, folks who put me in a passion may find me pipe to another fashion. How?
cried the mayor,
Do you think I'll brook being worse treated than a cook? You threaten us, fellow, do your worst. Blow your pipe there till you burst.
Once more he stepped into the street, and laid his pipe again, the smooth street came, and ere he blew 3 notes.
Rustling that seemed like a bustling. Small feet were pattering, wooden shoes clattering. Little hands clapping and little tongues shattering.
Now the children running, all the little boys and girls,
with rosy cheeks
and flaxen curls,
and sparkling eyes,
And teeth like pearls. Tripping and skipping.
And merrily after, the wonderful music was shouting with laughter.
the mayor was dumb and the council stood, as if they were changed into blocks of wood.
Unable to move a step or cry, to the children merrily skipping by. It could only follow with the eye, that joyous crowd at the piper's back.
He turned from the high street, then to the river, where the wiser followed his waters, right in the way of their sons and daughters.
but then he turned
From south to west,
And to Cobbleburg Mountain his steps addressed. After him the children pressed, great was the joy in every breast.
He never can cross that mighty top.
He's forced to let the piping drop, and we shall see our children stop.
When lo, as they reached the mountainside, a wondrous portal opened wide, as if a cavern was suddenly hollowed, and the piper advanced and the children followed.
and when all were in to the very last, the door in the mountainside shut fast.
Did I say all? No. One was lame and could not dance the whole of the way. And if after years, if he would blame his sadness, he was used to say,
It's dull in our town since my playmates left. I can't forget that I am bereft of all the pleasant sights they see, which the piper also promised me. For he led us, he said, to a joyous land where waters gushed and fruit trees grew, flowers put forth a fairer hue, and everything was strange and new. Just as I became assured that my lame foot would be speedily cured, the music stopped and I stood still, and found myself outside the hill, and left alone against my will to go now living as before, and never hear of the country more.
Alas!
Alas for Hamlin.
The mayor sent east, west, north, and south to offer the piper by word of mouth. Wherever it was, men sought to find him, silver and gold to his heart's content.
If only he would turn the way he went, and bring the children all behind him.
But when they saw it was a lost endeavor, and piper and dancers were gone forever, they painted they wrote the story on a column, and in the great church window painted the same, to make the world acquainted of how their children were stolen away. And there it stands to this very day.
So friends, let you and me be wipers of scores out with all men, especially pipers. And whether they pipe us free from rats or from mice, if we promise them hot